To release the pressure, correct?
Right. Well, you just make sure there's water in it.
Okay.
That's the easiest way. And then in your switches, you just turn them whichever one you want on, your gas or your electric. As long as if you test that first, you shouldn't have any problems.
Okay. So release that and then take that off, right?
Well, no. This is just to before you ever turn on your water heater on.
Okay.
Before you ever turn on, just to make sure there's water in it. If there's no water, turn your water sources on. Turn your city water on, and then get water because it's camp ready. If it went out this past weekend.
No, I'm taking it this weekend.
No, when'd you take it originally?
Oh, I just took it this weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's camp ready. So you do have probably just add water, hook up the water source if you don't see any water. But before you ever turn it on, lift it up right there, and then you can close this up and you can start using it.
That's before using the water heater, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And to clean it out, you said I connect the hose to the back, right there.
Right. That's just for your toilet tank. Hang on, let me turn off the water. That one is strictly for your black tank, for your toilet tank.
Okay.
That's just for help clean it out. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing more.
Nothing more.
So you hook up your city water.
Okay.
This is your electric.
Right.
You got your cord. Definitely don't forget your cord at the house.
Oh no, I have that in the storage.
Okay. Well, people have been known to leave it because it comes apart. It comes attached.
Oh, okay.
And they'll put it on the ground and they'll just take off.
And take off. Leave it
So
behind.
always make sure you have that in there.
Okay.
Because you need this power to be able to run like your air conditioner, your microwave, your little outlets to plug stuff in. You need that to run that. Everything else can be converted over to the 12 volt side.
Okay.
So,
how about that low point drain?
the low point for your fresh tank.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to be, usually you put if you want to have water, if you're going down there, if you're going to travel like a long way, if you're going to travel half a day or 2 days, you leave about a quarter tank in there. So if you need to pull over the side of the road, someone needs to use the bathroom, you have a little bit of water in the fresh tank. You don't need to fill it up, just enough to be able to wash your hands and use the bathroom.
Okay, so this would be to fill the tanks?
Right, well, just your onboard fresh tank.
Okay.
That's your holding tank. Those are your two holding tanks. This is your fresh tank.
Okay. The tanks don't fill through this green hose back here?
No. This is for your city water. This is when you're actually at a campground.
Okay.
And you're going off the pressure of the campground. Now, you need a water regulator. Did they tell you that at the parts?
No.
Okay. You do normally you need to get a water regulator because a lot of campsites are high pressure.
Okay.
And your trailer is maxed out at 65 psi.
Okay.
Most campsites are well above that, so you have to reduce the pressure down to be able to allow your pressure, you want your pressure to be high, but if it's too high, it'll start blowing fittings. Then you start having leaks.
Okay.
Okay, that's why. And then obviously a potable drinking hose. We just use these just to fill it up so we don't have a buttload of water hoses all over the place.
Right.
But then you hook up your regulator to where you're getting your water source from.
Mm-hmm.
You hook your hose up to there, and then hook your hose up to here.
Okay, and I can find the regulator upstairs?
Right. If you go in the brown building, go upstairs. If you go in the doors, the first door on your left takes you upstairs, or right when you walk in, there's a elevator you can take upstairs too.
Okay.
And then it's usually right at the register because that's the biggest thing we always tell people to get.
I wasn't told that last time that we came. They never even mentioned that.
I apologize for that.
No problem at all. And how about draining the water when I'm going to store it? They told me that I have to drain it before, say I'm going to put it away for a month or two.
Right. If you're going to, say you get done camping this coming up weekend and you're not going to, and you take it home and you're not going to use it for about a month.
Yeah.
Water standing in your system can go stagnant.
Right.
Real quick. Now, if yours is identical here, what you do is you turn your water source off, come back here, and push these little valves out in this one.
Okay.
Just open them right there. Go to all your faucets, everything in your coach, and then just open them up, and which will create a gravity, like an air behind water.
Right.
And it'll just, put all the water out of here. Now, this is just if you're going to be storing it during the camping months. Now, when you get into the winter and you're not using it, it needs to be winterized. It's a whole different process.
Okay.
Okay. This is just what I'm showing you right here is if you're going to be storing it at the house for a while.
Okay.
Now, your water heater, you don't necessarily have to take out the plug. If you open up those low points, come up here and push this up and hold it with those low points off, it will gravity feed out the back of the water heater and throughout your water lines. Okay, so you don't have to take that plug on and off every time.
So just open those and open this one right here?
Open that one and open up all your faucets.
Okay.
It's not going to drain out 100% of your water, but it'll drain out enough. And then obviously all your holding tanks, including your fresh and your black and your gray, you want to drain out also to kind of keep out as much water as you can.
Okay. And the way to drain that, like you said, is to hook up that hose back there and drain the black tank through here?
Right, your black and your gray. I'll just leave that hanging. I got to...
Black and gray through there.
Do your black first and then your gray second.
And the gray is the clean water, correct?
Ish. It's clean-ish.
Clean-ish, okay.
So, yeah. Gray is all your sinks and your shower. So it's soapy water, if you will.
Okay.
So.
Cool, man.
And then also, when you dump your black first, when you dump your gray afterwards, it flushes out the hose too. So if you got to put the hose up, you could, it's, you know, got soapy water, it's ran through there and it's cleaned it up a little bit so you can put it back in here for storage.
For storage, okay, right. Gotcha.
So.
Okay, and then you said a switch that I have to flip if I'm gonna use electric or gas or something like that.
Come in here. On here on your monitor panel, you have LP gas switch right here and your electric switch right there. You can do either or both at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, if you're plugged in at a campsite, you want to use the electric side because once you're out of propane, you got to go get them refilled.
Right.
So once you test and make sure there's water in there, you come in here, flip that switch on. In about 30 to 45 minutes, you get yourself hot water.
Okay.
So you're ready to camp. Like I said, you're ready to camp. You're camp ready. So as soon as you hook up water, give yourself time for that water heater to heat up, and then when you got your air conditioner going, if you pull up at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, that's the hottest part of the day. So it's going to take your trailer a little bit to cool off.
Okay.
Because it's got to heat up. It's got to cool off the whole thing in here. So give it time, and it'll get cold, and all of a sudden you're turning your air conditioner back up because it's getting so cold in here. So
okay.
70 degrees doesn't look like it, but you know when it gets cooled off 70 degrees, you're almost bumping it up to 75 or 80 degrees. It's starting to get cold.
Yeah, it starts getting cold. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And to work the furnace, I control it through that, right?
Right. This time of year, we always tell everybody open up your door.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot enough if you need a door. If you need a furnace, just open up your door.
Right.
But yeah, this is pretty much, you leave that alone. That's your fan setting. You want it on auto high the whole time, which is just for your air conditioning. You just if you want actual cold, you turn it to cool. If you just want this fan circulating the air, if it's cool, just want air movement, you just turn it to fan. That's all you do. And then obviously the heat's the heat. And then when you get ready to head home, before you unplug, turn it to off. So it kind of turns everything off, so it's not running when you're going down the road.
Okay.
So.
Cool. All right.
And then your refrigerator, when you do first turn it on, turn it to auto, which is electric. You'll go for electric first. If it doesn't sense electric, it will switch over to the gas automatically. And then when you first turn it on and it gets going, it takes about 6 to 8 hours to get cold.
Okay.
So if you're leaving, say in the morning, you want to get home tonight and get it plugged in and let it get cold, then throw your food in. Don't throw your food in while it's trying to cool off, because you could probably ruin some of your food.
Okay. See, that's another good thing I didn't know. Okay.
So it's not a residential, it's an RV refrigerator with a gas absorption. So it's not a compressor, it's just absorption. So it turns gas to liquid and back to gas, and it's crazy concept, but it works. But this also, if you leave it on auto, when you unplug or lose power, as long as the gas is turned on or filled, which are both full, you just got to make sure it's turned on.
Right.
It will switch over to the gas and run it until you restore the power.
Okay.
Okay. They'll do that while you're going down the road. Leave it on auto, and as long as both lights are on, they're solid, which I don't have no propane in here, so it's going to start flashing. As long as the orange and the green light are solid, you're good to go. I tell you, when you go to plug in, or once you unplug, walk yourself back in here and just make sure both lights are on.
Okay.
And I'll let you know it's lit.
And when putting it up for, say a couple of weeks, a month or something, just turn it to off?
Turn it to off, open. You got little little things right there. When it's off, it keeps it from sealing and allows when it cools or heats up and turns to moisture, that moisture has somewhere to go to.
Okay.
Instead of creating everything in the mold. So
don't close it all the way, just leave it like that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're on a pretty level stuff, you don't need to open that. It's usually if you're on an unlevel ground, you open that up. So if your door does shut, it'll hold it.
See, that's cool. I didn't know that either.
So,
Man.
and there's also a way that if you want to, me personally, I don't have the time and the patience to sit here, but when you're going down the road, there's a way if you mess with this handle enough, you can get it to lock. So it's locked for travel.
Oh.
If you're one of those guys that's willing to sit there and mess with that little bitty thing. Me, if I know it's closed, it's closed.
Yeah, it should be good.
So that's my train of thought. If it's closed, it's closed.
Okay.
So other than that, just anything you have that's laying on the countertop or your table, make sure it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Because if not, it'll end up on the ground for you anyway. So
Right.
other than that, that's really everything else is kind of just turn on what you turn on, and if you need to turn on the light, turn on the switch. Thermostat, it's just like a regular house thermostat, that kind of thing. So everything else, your awning. If you got that awning out and you're enjoying it, being underneath, that's fine. If you come in here to call it a night, or you decide you guys are gonna go do something for a couple hours, put that bad boy up.
Put it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather you get in the habit of putting it up and then coming back and seeing it off your trailer or doing some damage. Cause you know how Oklahoma is, big old gust of wind out of nowhere. Now I can't control the wind even though if you're outside and enjoying it.
Right.
But if you're enjoying it, it's okay. If you gotta come in here and make a sandwich or something like that and walk back out, it's fine. But if you're gonna call it a night or you're gonna walk away from the trailer, it takes 30 seconds to a minute to put it up, put it out.
And it's safer that way.
Yeah.
That's true, man.
I'd rather take a minute out of your life than have to take money out of your pocket.
And a lot of time too.
So,
to bring it back, get it fixed.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So.
And one more thing, man, the oven. How do I turn that on?
Okay. As long as your gas is on, have yourself a long lighter or a long match, whichever the case may be.
Okay.
Turn it to pilot, push and hold, follow the burner tube back down here to the right,
Okay.
and then hold it down for about 10 seconds with the lighter on it, and then let go. As long as you see that little pilot light flame, it's lit, and just turn to whatever temperature you need, and then it'll come down the tube. And then when you're done, turn it completely off.
Okay.
Okay. Some people say go ahead and leave it going all the time, but me, once you're out of propane, you're out of propane.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you just to light it every time and use it when you need it, instead of just having it on all the time
Yeah.
and burning gas.
Okay. Yeah, because I went through it and I was trying to find I thought it had one of those electric
Igniters.
igniters. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't
The
find
only
one.
igniters for the top 3 burners,
Okay.
and it's just for those 3. So they've tried and it didn't work out. So they don't try to reinvent the wheel. They just know it doesn't work. So
Leave it alone.
So, right. Even though residential's have them, but I think they build them a little bit differently. So, other than that, I mean, it's a good little stove. Most people don't ever